Today's episode of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown is brought to you by Jeanette McKenzie, Realtor at Forest Hill Signature, Jewelry Forever at jewelryforever.ca, and Beautified by Romina. Enjoy the show.
Broadcasting live from Glenmore Record Studios in Toronto, this is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown, your Sunday morning talk show with interesting guests, live musical performances, and the most fun you can fit in your coffee cup. Hosted by Scott Dion Brown and Regine Alaina, this is The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to a very, this is a Canada Day. Special. Canada Day, not actually a long weekend because Monday everyone has to work and then there's just a day off on Tuesday.
I don't have to work on Monday.
Oh, so you actually got the Monday off?
Our work gave us the extra day.
That's nice of them. So you have like a super long weekend.
Yeah.
Wow. Happy Canada Day, everybody. Welcome to episode 320, right? 320 of The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown and Regine Alaina. I'm your host, the one, the only, Scott Dion Brown. Joined, as always, by just the greatest co-host in all of Canada.
Oh, upgrade.
Not really, because usually it's Galaxy, which is bigger.
It's okay.
It's more specific. The one, the only.
Regine Alaina. Happy Sunday, everyone. Happy long weekend if you have one. Happy early birthday to my mom, Beautified by Romina.
Happy birthday.
It's tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah.
How's it going, Regine?
Good. I feel like I just saw you, but I'm good.
Yeah.
But you've had a busy week since I saw you.
Yeah. In fact, you know what happened? Actually, maybe we'll bring our guests on and then I'll tell the story because,
Sure.
I mean, it's not like it involves it. It's whatever. We should bring on our guests so we're not sitting there the whole time.
Okay.
So we had, before the pageant,
we had Allison Chisholm on the show,
who went on to win her category.
Mm-hmm. And I know we talk about Canadian National Miss quite a bit on the show, actually. We are clearly both supporters of the pageant.
Yep.
Elizabeth Marnock is actually in the chats and says, good morning, happy Sunday.
Hello, Liz.
Hello, Elizabeth.
Hello. Hope you're having a lovely Sunday.
We miss you here on the show, but...
So, yeah, the Canadian National Miss pageant happened, what was it?
A month?
A couple weeks ago?
It's been a while. It's been a
while
few
ago?
weeks.
Recently.
Yes. It recently happened.
Regine was the MC. I was the photographer.
Yes.
Before that, we had on the Canadian National Miss winner.
And the director. We had Elizabeth.
And the
on
director.
previously.
That's right. But today, we have on the newly crowned. The crowns are still shining because they're brand new, I guess.
Yeah.
The Canadian National Ms. and first ever Canadian National Mrs. Please welcome everybody, Jhanelle and Dawn. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. First off, congratulations to you both on your win. I know I haven't really spoken to both of you since crowning. How are you both?
Well, thank you for the congrats. I'm doing great. Dawn?
Yeah, I'm doing amazing. It's summertime now. The weather is finally, cooperating, hopefully for the next couple of days and into the summer.
Yeah, definitely. And I know after winning a pageant that you've been working so hard for, it becomes a little bit of a whirlwind after, because you are on stage basically all afternoon, and then the crowning moment happens, and then that rush of adrenaline kicks in, and then you're in front of Scott with photos. How was that? How was the Queen's photo shoot? Because that is one thing in the pageant that I am not a part of. So how was it?
I loved it. I was really looking forward to it. Seeing the photos from last year's pageant and knowing that there was going to be that red dress moment, I think it is, and hopefully will continue to be a signature thing for CNM of wanting that red dress moment. I'm new to the pageant system, so I don't know how other pageants work in terms of what their little niches are and little things that maybe they look forward to. But for me, that was it. So when Liz started to pass around the dresses, I was like, oh my God, finally. And then now except for today, my one red shirt is in the laundry.
All
But
good, all
I've
good.
been like obsessed with like red ever since. It's just been like this thing for me now. So yeah, I think just like going into like leaving the theater, getting back to the hotel, like everything was just still on a high. I was wearing my crown everywhere. I still wear my crown everywhere.
Love it.
So I still feel it, I think. Even though I'm back to regular life, like I come home from work, I put my crown on to do things in the
love
house.
it.
Nice.
I go grocery shopping in
You're
it.
in the moment.
I'm always
So-
in it. Like I'm obsessed. So I'm very much still there, I think.
Yeah,
How do you feel?
yeah. That day was the whole weekend was amazing, and I'm with Jhanelle, like I would say iconic for those red dresses and the staircase photo, and we haven't even seen the outcome of those photos, so
Scott,
we're
let's
still
take it
on.
Coming soon.
We're still
Shane, no,
waiting.
Shane.
Coming soon. Coming soon.
Gotta keep them on.
We're at the photos?
Photos? We did. We
Speaking
took
of the
photos.
photos, where are they? Sorry.
Yeah.
They're coming. I'm actually working on. I've sent Liz a few. But
Oh,
there's-
so now Liz is the one
Yes.
that
Liz,
just
we didn't even get a
showing.
sneak peek.
but none of the photo shoot photos yet. These are like the ones
Stage
from the
photos.
stage.
Okay.
It takes a while because the stage ones, there's like, I'm not sure how many, but there's probably 1,000.
Oh wow.
Because
Yeah. Click.
Yeah.
it's because like it's so like there's so much pressure to like, okay, I want to make sure like we get a good photo of everybody on the stage, and you only get one shot at it, right? So I'm basically shooting. It
Every
almost looks
shot?
like a video. It's like I have a like
I told
that,
them like one of those like flip chart thingies.
It almost looks like that. So I'm
Yeah.
kind of going through all of them and picking sort of those best moments.
That's a lot.
But yeah, it's a
Yeah.
lot.
We appreciate you.
Sorry, Don, we cut you off. We talked.
Oh, yes.
What was I saying? Oh yes. So the whole weekend was great. Sunday was definitely like an adrenaline because it went pretty late. It went till about almost midnight, I think.
Oh, your
The
photo
show?
shoot.
Well, it went late because
Well, the
we
show
got
went late.
Yeah.
the show went later,
Yeah.
which is fine. Things happen, and then by the time we got there, we got touch ups. So the adrenaline was definitely still going, even into the next day and into the next week. And I still can't believe I'm the first Mrs. Canadian National. So that's amazing as well. And it was just, for me, it was great that my family was there and able to see that. And yeah, the adrenaline for sure once I got crowned, because I started jumping up and down and almost tripped. So that's my iconic moment as well.
Did you catch it on film?
I got every moment. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
great.
I was watching the link back a little while ago, and I noticed that because obviously you're in the back. Well, we're all
Yeah.
behind
Yeah, you don't
each
see
other
it
when you're
all.
getting crowned, so you don't see it. So I was like watching you and Allie, and I'm like, oh, that's how y'all are reacting. It's so cute to see, because I don't know if anyone could really tell my reaction. Like I was off to the side, and I'm looking back at myself, and I'm like, this could be read so many different ways. I could look disappointed. I don't even know, but I
think
felt
it
like I was
was-
stunned. Like,
Yeah,
so I
because
just
it's
was
a shock.
there.
It's
yeah.
a shock to the system. I mean, when I won Galaxy, everyone cried and I didn't. Mm-hmm. But it's because I was taking it in like, did this actually happen?
Yeah.
So I get the feeling.
That's how I was
Don't
for
worry.
sure. It wasn't until Andrea hugged me, I was like, oh, okay.
This is
And then it hit.
This is you're new to pageants, right?
Yes.
So this is all new to you. Ish?
Yeah, ish. It's my
Ish?
second, but I'm still new in the sense of even like the last pageant I did, I think it's in a different category-ish,
Yeah.
and the way that it's run is different, but I also had that same moment there too. So it was an interesting feeling. It was an interesting feeling.
Just, and you know what, that's what's great. It's really nice to watch back and see that everyone has different reactions.
Yeah.
I'm like a quirky person, so like what happened when I got crowned was totally
Totally up your alley.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And at least I didn't trip before the
Exactly.
crowning. So I'm like, if there was a moment
They're like,
to trip,
actually, let's just take a grab at. Okay.
But speaking on that, I have alopecia, so I wore a wig for the evening gown portion as well as the fashion. And that was the first time ever that I was wearing a wig and getting crowned. So having that extra on my head kind of threw me off as well, because I was like, oh, if it goes one way, like how's my wig look as well? So it was a little bit more, I was thrown off a bit for that too. But it was an amazing feeling as well.
But can we just talk about that for a second?
Sure.
Because this was the first time you've ever gone on stage without a wig.
Yes.
That was very empowering.
That was very empowering for myself as well. I did have a moment backstage before opening number where I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this. But I took a breath and realized why I was doing it, to empower others as well as myself and my family and my children. And then it was almost like when I stepped on stage without the wig, like I was totally just overtaken by the stage presence, and people have made comments that like, wow, you looked like so amazing, and you stood prouder, and it was really amazing.
You should have seen me backstage because I got emotional. I don't know what hit me. And I was talking to Liz. I'm like, oh my God, look at Dawn. Oh my God. Like we were just so fixated on the fact that you were radiating this different aura. And it might be because you're so used to hiding behind the wig in a way, where we actually got to see your authentic self for the first time on stage. And it hit both of us. We're like, we had to hold it together backstage.
Yeah, it was amazing. And coming from the photos that are going to be coming out too, that was one of the big thing I spoke about, is showcasing like some of the title holder pictures of wearing the crown without a wig in those pictures as well. So I'm really excited.
So those better not be messed up, Scott.
No, they're. I got everything. It's going to be good.
They looked really good. I think the moment when you took it off, like Allie and I had the same moment, and
right,
like because we were at the bottom of the stairs, like behind Scott, and to like the way the light was hitting it, it was almost like. Yeah, it's like literally how it felt. It's like the minute, and so like as soon as you took it off and put the crown back on, and I don't know, your head went up. You're just
right?
like, I'm here, and it really showed. So I think even your demeanor, your posture, everything kind of changes when you're in that moment.
So it wasn't just me. Thank you.
We noticed it too. We noticed it too, for sure.
An iconic moment.
Yes.
And yeah, that stair photo, I guess it is becoming an iconic thing.
It
has to stay a thing. Like
Yeah.
even if like we switch hotels in the future, or you
We gotta
know,
find a way,
That's
yeah.
a requirement. It has
is
to
a
have
requirement.
stairs.
It has to have a stair, and we need red dresses, and it needs to be a
don't
thing
worry.
for sure. I think
It's-
people are gonna start looking forward to that.
It's definitely something that Elizabeth is very passionate about, is making sure that that staircase photo is known to be a CNM thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of the early bird pricing for CNM, I know Elizabeth announced right after you all won.
Yeah, she was right on that.
The next pageant is in the summer of 2026, and it will be again hosted at the Sandman.
Woo,
so you will
stairs.
get your staircase photos, as well as the Maha Apprentice Theater.
Fantastic.
So the early bird pricing, which if you are a pageant girly knows that pageants are not that cheap. So if you want $100 off, which you do want $100 off, it is running until July 5th of this year. So this upcoming Saturday. You have less than a week.
There you go.
So reach out to Canadian National Miss on Instagram and Facebook, or go on their website for more information.
And it's a fantastic pageant. It
Yeah,
is.
you've been a
really
part
is.
of a lot of pageants. Tell us your thoughts, Scott.
Well, it feels like, I mean, we've had Liz on many times, and she always talks about, like, basically she designed this pageant in a way to try to, because she's been in so many over the years, and so she wanted to build a pageant that sort of has all the best of things that she's seen in pageants she's been in over the years. And then also she's quite an innovative person, so she also, like, there's a lot of things that she does at this pageant that others just don't do. And so she's just kind of built this really unique system. It's almost like the pageant for pageant people, because she was a pageant person. You know what I mean?
Do you agree?
I absolutely agree. I think, well, for me, this was, like I said, I'm new to this. So it was my first, like, to be really immersed in the pageant experience and have that weekend away, even though I'm driving from one spot in Ontario to the next. But it was nice to still be away from home and to have that feeling of, like, going downstairs to the ballroom for all of the events, and everyone is on the same floor, everyone's close by. You build, I know we say that sisterhood, but it's true. Like, you make friends, and it really is an experience. You get to, like, kind of lock away from the rest of the world for a little bit and just be about this in a moment. And you need that. Like, I think a lot of us had the same nerves going into interviews. I don't know what it would have been like if I had to speed through the 401, honking and screaming and flipping someone off while I'm trying to go over my answers.
It'll add to it or something.
Yeah, exactly. I'm walking there all spicy, you know. That's not Miss Congeniality, but
It could be.
it could have been. It could have been. Yeah, you know, it's my authentic. So I'm not
Yeah.
kidding. But no, it was. I love the way that it was put together, and everything ran smoothly. There was so much thought and consideration taken into everything. The parties were more than I expected. Like, I didn't even know what to expect, but, like, just knowing, I'm like, as long as there's food,
Yeah.
then that's totally fine. But there was prizes and things that, like, were going on that it was just, everything was just so well thought out, even into our rehearsals, and we didn't know what the stage was going to look like yet. But then our choreographer was amazing at just kind of going.
Shout outs to Queen.
She knows what she's doing. I definitely gave her props for that afterwards. I was like, I know a lot of girls don't come from dance backgrounds, so to make everyone look like they can move and we can all move together is a skill as a choreographer and as a teacher. And then when we got on stage on Sunday, we all pretty much adapted quite quickly because we knew ahead of time. She warned us, we don't know the stage yet. This is what it might be. Don't let this stick in your brain yet. This might change. Like, she just prepared us for the day. And so I think even if you aren't someone who is a pageant person, if you are new to it, this would be a perfect system to be in because you're going to have your hand holded pretty much the whole way through. So I felt that way anyway.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I almost look at it as like a pageant retreat because I've been to other pageants, mostly as a mom for my daughter who competes in a lot of different pageants. And we've kind of done some in Canada and some in the States. And this pageant I speak very highly of because, again, I'm fairly new to the pageantry as well. Like being in pageants, not being a mom pageant or a pageant mom. There we go. But this one, it was very calming, very welcoming. And if this would be really good, like Jhanelle said, I think there's a lot of people that think about pageants, but they don't want to enter because it's very overwhelming. And this one is like just so welcoming. Even after we did the rehearsals, how we kind of did a powwow, we got it into a circle and we did that powwow.
That was really nice.
That was really empowering as well. And I like the setup because we do interviews on Saturday, and then after the interview, that's kind of all you have for Saturday, like competition wise. So everyone lets loose at the hometown party.
They do, that's for sure.
Yeah,
it was definitely set up that way. And it was a good thing too.
It's just so funny to see the difference in dynamic from the welcome gala where everyone's still getting to know each other.
Behaving
a little bit
more like I'm so poised and put together.
And then that hometown party hits and you're like, whoa. Where did that come from? I have never laughed so hard in my life.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The hometown party was a lot of fun.
But it's because the interview's already over.
Yeah.
So that's how I looked at it, is like, I was like, the interview's done. Nothing's happening now till tomorrow.
Yep.
We're all together on Saturday night.
It's a party.
It's a party. Most of us have left our families. If it's in the hotel room or at home. So
Mama got loose.
Let's just let loose.
I had no idea what to expect.
I didn't expect that either, but we just
went with it. I saw photos from last year and I was like, oh, this is going to be a cute thing, like show and tell.
Oh, no, your vibe was definitely the same vibe as last year.
Okay.
But again, what happens at the hometown party typically doesn't end up online. So you all don't see that, but I do. And it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, you're looking at the winner of the dance.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just give you your stars where you deserve them. Yeah. You won an award at the hometown party as well as the welcome gala.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yes.
She came in and she's like, I'm ready for it.
I was not the thing, but I wasn't expecting that. Like I heard like it was a gala, so I'm just thinking gala is, like I said, as long as there's food, I'm happy.
Yeah.
So we had food, we like met each other, so I wasn't even expecting there to be prizes or anything. And same with the hometown party too. I wasn't expecting that as well. So when we said like, oh, we're gonna like split up into categories and show off our costumes, I'm like, I came here for the food. I came here to, like, I'm tired. We just danced all day. And we had a 4-hour rehearsal.
You were tired?
I was absolutely.
That was you tired?
That was me tired. That's why.
Yeah, that's
oh my gosh.
That was me exhausted. It wasn't there. I can't remember. I was in the lobby with 2 people waiting for Uber Eats in between rehearsal and the hometown party.
I heard this story.
Yeah,
I heard this story.
It was so frustrating because I was so tired. Like after the rehearsal, like all the girls, like everyone, at least in the Ms. category, because we were separated by lines when we were rehearsing, and I'm like, guys, I'm tired. I just want. As soon as Queen dismissed us, I was out. I went upstairs, I laid down. Before I closed my eyes, I ordered Uber Eats, and then I got the notification that they were 2 minutes away. I put on my shoes, run downstairs. 2 minutes turned to 20 minutes.
Oh, no.
20 minutes turned to an extra 15, and then by the time they got there, they spilled my drink, didn't give me my drink with my meal, and then I had to go, like, just walk down stale, like, cold Taco Bell, and then put on my suit and go to the party. So, yeah, I was tired and a little bit agitated, so when I got down there and saw food, I was so happy, but it was,
Wait, if that was you tired and agitated, I don't want to know what you're like.
No. Probably not. Probably.
The cruise is gonna be.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm excited
The
for
cruise
the
is gonna be
cruise.
interesting.
That's the
Everyone
big
needs to have
prize.
their phones off.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, no phones, no phones.
Keep the phones off.
Keep it PG, Mom. Keep it PG.
Aw.
Oh, man.
That wasn't part of my contract.
No, I
It's
didn't
your
say
birthday.
anything about that.
It's your birthday
Yeah.
weekend. You,
Yeah,
you go off.
yeah, exactly. I get to be on the cruise.
Your daughter won't message you being like, Mom, I saw you do this on the internet.
Taco Bell, though, we had Taco Bell
We
too.
did have
That's one
Taco
thing with
Bell.
pageants is you just let whatever type of food you need in your body.
We had matzo sticks and Taco Bell.
Yeah, both things I would usually never eat.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember the last time I had Taco Bell, but in that
know.
moment
It
I
felt
was like,
so
I just
good.
need food.
It's one of those
Taste
things,
it.
and
Yeah.
like, even with Allison, shout outs to Allison, Canadian National Miss. Same with her, like when we were, because she did Canadian National Miss the first year, and she got Taco Bell, and she got me some Taco Bell. So for us, it was always this thing that Taco Bell is just down the street. That's just gonna be the thing that we do. I didn't do it with her this year. I did it with Dawn this year. I'm like, look at that.
Wait, it was
that's-
down the street from the hotel?
It was pretty close, yeah.
Yeah, you Uber.
So they had no excuse
They had
to
no
take that
excuse for it to
long.
be late for you.
Oh my gosh. And then I
No.
found out afterwards, it wasn't until the next day when we were driving, I was driving to the theater that I saw the McDonald's right there.
Across
and I
the
was
street?
thinking, I could have just walked
Oh yeah, the
to
should have,
McDonald's
yeah.
and avoided all of that, which I probably would have preferred over Taco Bell. But everything happens for a reason. I needed to show up tired
She
and
needed to be
hungry.
spicy.
It all worked out. It all worked
It
out.
It all worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scott's like, what pageant events are you talking about? You missed out.
Yeah.
You missed out. It was a good
We didn't
party.
need the photographer.
No.
Sounds like it was awesome. Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Oh, Elizabeth Marnock says the Taco Bell gate.
Yep, the Taco Bell.
And anyone who's a teen, there's 3 title holders this year, but there are 4 categories. So shout out to anyone who's interested as a teen.
Yeah.
There you go.
So 15 and up, I believe, is the teen division.
Yeah.
15 to, let me get my facts straight. One moment, please. 15 to 18 is the teen division. 19 to 28 is Miss. 28 plus unmarried is Ms. And then 18 plus and married is obviously Mrs.
Yeah.
Let's get 4 queens
Yeah,
this
4 queens.
year.
I know.
That'd be wonderful.
That'd be awesome.
Liz is going to be like, that's a lot more money to spend on the cruise, but it's definitely worth it.
I'll have to reconfigure the stairs.
Yeah.
We can
Oh,
work.
for
Yeah, for
You'd
four.
have 2 and 2, I guess, something like that.
Yeah.
You can do it, I think.
We can.
We'll find a way.
We'll
I
find a
have
way
faith
for
in you.
sure.
Get a 5th one. Make it.
2 more categories.
Now we're
on,
gonna throw something in
Liz.
there.
Just kidding.
Gotta
Put a
cover
Taco Bell
something.
queen in there.
Oh,
Oh my god, can you imagine? Now they're
Liz, you need to
sponsored.
get sponsored. Exactly.
Now they're a sponsor.
Sponsored by Taco Bell.
Well, imagine Taco Bell at the hometown party. Okay.
Oh my
Ooh,
goodness.
yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we have requests, Liz.
We need to get on
Your
that.
queens are high needs.
Sponsored food.
There
Yeah.
you go. We'll see what we could do.
And that's less stress on Liz too. I mean, you have to.
There you
put
go.
all that
That's
food
good
together.
sell, good
Yeah,
sell.
exactly. Just let
Less
them cater
stress.
the food and.
just let Taco Bell roll.
So what we're hearing, Elizabeth, is that your queens are going to do all the work and they're going to reach out for sponsorship. Got it. Noted.
After my experience, I think I should be the one. I'll let Dawn do it because I'm gonna call and be like, "You owe me a drink."
Let Ali do it.
Yes.
She's good with negotiating.
She is.
For sure.
One thing I heard you say. So you don't have much pageant experience outside of being as a pageant mom. So you had never done a pageant yourself or anything before in the past, or?
I have done 2 pageants. So the first pageant I actually entered with my daughter, Galaxy.
Okay.
And then I did go, oh my gosh, 2 years ago? Last year. Days are mixing in here, and years. Last year I went to Ohio and competed in the Captivating pageant. But
The one that Elizabeth is doing.
yes. Yeah. But the States pageants are different than Canadian pageants, so it's a different experience. And Galaxy is a different pageant as well in regards to kind of what they're looking for their queens and things like that. So it's really nice to kind of see the different pageantry systems. And then my daughter, we've gone to Florida for IUM as well. So,
She's
but
going to another pageant.
Leah,
Yeah.
shout out to
To Leah.
Leah.
Lots of pageants
Yeah.
coming up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was just curious. I guess for both of you, what was it that that got you interested in, or what was it that prompted you to decide to check out pageants or join into that world?
Join CNM.
Yeah, or just pageants in general, either one.
Yeah, I think for me, it's really just the empowerment that pageants bring out from like your own self. You learn who you are. And, you know, if you're a shy person, like being on stage, it really just kind of the individual growth. I would say for sure for me, even just from starting pageants till now, I've really grown, and I really love the pageant systems in regards to like having a platform and really speaking about what, you know, you're passionate about, because everyone has a different platform. And it's amazing to hear everyone's platforms and kind of where they've come from and their different individual stories. I think that's amazing. I'm a social service worker, so I really love to hear people's backgrounds and stories and what makes them kind of, you know, day-to-day tick. And I think pageants have come a really long way. That's kind of like the go-to part of the pageantry system that I'm driven to, where a lot of people think that it's just kind of the on-stage stuff and the glitter and the, you know, getting dressed up, which is great, but there's so much more in the background that really, you know, drives me and how I speak about pageants, because it's so much more than just putting on a dress and having to walk the stage, interview, learning about who you are, how to speak, things like that. And even as a title holder, I'm still growing, because I'm doing things like this that I would never, you know, usually do on a regular basis. When I say to my coworkers, what are you doing this weekend? They're saying they're going to the beach. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to go sit in front of a microphone and talk all about, you know, myself, my family, and the pageantry system. So I think that's a real big thing for me that I will always speak about in regards to pageants.
Cool.
How about you, Jhanelle?
I mean, my journey has been a little bit different, because I was kind of, I don't want to say thrown into it, or I stumbled into it, I would say. My first pageant experience was a text message from my friend that said, there's this competition, I think you should do top 5, gets to go to Mexico. And I just said,
right?
Swimsuit USA. And I was like, a girl wants a free trip.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard out here, and I need a free trip. So sign me up. What do I got to do? Where do I got to be? I showed up. I sewed my swimsuit together. Like, and then all I was thinking when I got there was, this isn't going to work for me, or this isn't going to probably pan out the way that I wanted to. I'm looking at all of the girls there, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, there's like no way. And that competition is a lot different than CNM. And it's a one-day event. So it really is like, you got to give it all you got on that runway. You got 3 outfits, figure it out. And then, you know, they're going to ask you a question on stage. You don't know what that question is, you know, and then that's it. And so when they called my name, I also stood there in shock. I have a video of me. I didn't move for like the first 10 seconds, and then got to Mexico. It was a whole different ball game of being on stage with like a bunch of like people from all over the world, and now being on stage doing that was also live on YouTube. So I was like, you literally cannot trip or do anything. I come from a dance performance background, so being on stage isn't new to me, or it's not uncomfortable for me, but it is a different setting where the poise is different and the way that I present myself is different. So going into CNM, I still felt like a fish out of water, because I knew that the system was different. And then looking at the itinerary and thinking, oh, I didn't have to do this last time, and I have to come up with like all these different outfits. I just plucked everything out of my closet, packed it the day before, and showed up. And
wow,
I mean,
power.
I worked so much. I felt like I didn't have much time to prepare. There were moments where I was like, oh, I have this thing this weekend. And then I get there and I'm talking to girls, and then they were like, I've been training for months. I'm like, what did I walk into? Because I have not been training for months. But I think the main thing that I've taken out of this experience after having that time to reflect and is really just being a lot more sure in myself. I second guess myself in everything. And I think that a lot of people, my friends and my family, see things in me before I see it. And so they'll push me to do things, and I'll go, I don't know. And then I do it, and I'm like, oh, okay. And so something I mentioned in the last interview I did was, as I guess cliche as it sounds, like really showing up as yourself is just like the only thing that you can really do. Because that's all I could do, was just show up and be me. And, you know, even preparing for the interview, I kept second guessing myself, and I just kept thinking, well, what is true to you? Like, they're only asking questions about yourself. So just speak about yourself. Whatever it is that you do, because you are the only person on this planet who is living your life, it's going to be interesting regardless, because literally no one else is you. So even if you say, I only garden, or I don't have many, like anything that you think that you probably think is probably boring, it's not, because no one else lives your life. So that was a big takeaway for me. Now having a platform, it feels empowering because I'm speaking on things that I talk about all the time. Even at my job the other day, I was saying the exact same thing that I would say on my platform to people, and I'm giving them the resources and I'm talking about different ways that they can access things. And it's just like, wow, okay, so now I have like an extra space to speak on this, which is making me populate so many ideas in my head and things that I want to do and people I want to collaborate with. So I'm very, very, very grateful for CNM, like extremely for this experience.
What is your platform, both of you?
Well, my platform, I've named it after my grandparents, and I'm named after them. So it's basically my name, Davia Rose, or my middle name's Davia Rose. And it's based off of my journey in the last 2 to 3 years of just starting my life from scratch. I think I hit 30 and said, I don't like what I see around me. I don't like how I feel. I don't like the way my life is going. I need to change that. And part of what was really terrifying about that is I'm the blueprint for myself. I don't have anyone in my family or around me who's gone in the trajectory that I'm going in and is trying to pursue the things that I want to pursue. And so to look around and say, I don't have like a role model to speak to. I don't have someone to guide me and say, what steps did you take? And like, who can I call? And so the most that I could think of was to just wipe the slate clean and start again. So I moved out of my apartment. I moved an hour away from the city. I started my life all over again. I went to therapy. I changed my eating habits. I got a naturopathic doctor. I just did everything that I could think of to tackle the things in my life that I felt like weren't gonna be okay for me anymore. I had no idea where I was going with that, but out of that came just so many amazing things. And those are the things that I speak on now. I tell everyone, go to Life Labs, get yourself the FST blood test. It's a food intolerance test. It'll tell you all the things that you are intolerant to in your body, which is a lot more interesting than you might think. I found out.
Right up your alley.
You should,
I should do that.
It should do it.
Right up your alley.
One thing that was big for me that stood out was like egg whites were on the red list for me as inflammatory. And I think most nutritionists or fitness people might say, eat egg whites every morning, blah, blah, blah. And so I remember I went to my trainer. I was like, you see that? I can't eat egg whites. Egg yolk for me is in the green. So like just things like that where people don't, like when you think of, oh, I want to be healthy. I don't like the way I feel. Or maybe for me, it was also like a diagnosis that I got where I was like, okay, I need to change how I'm eating. And most people just automatically go chicken breast, broccoli, and sweet potato. That's not it. And I want flavor and I want to live life and I'm a foodie. So I would literally just opt out of life at that point. I'd be like, I can't,
thanks.
There's no point. Just give me a pill then if that's the case, if I'm not going to be able to eat the foods that I want to eat.
You need to have Taco Bell.
I need to have Taco Bell once in a while, although I can't technically, but I do.
McDonald's.
You know what I mean?
Live life.
So, exactly. So those are the things that were a game changer that I discovered on my own. And I love being able, as you can see, to like talk about it and tell people about it. And Life Labs, if you're listening, I'm going to need a cut of that money you're getting from people because I've recommended so many people to you. Those food tests are not cheap. So
partner with them.
Please, my Instagram is Jhanelle Jackson. You can reach me. I'm kidding, but I'm not. But that is mainly where I'm at. And also just sharing a lot of the resources when therapy was expensive for me and I had to turn to books and places to figure out more about myself and learn more about myself. I've kept all of those resources and I share that with people too. So that's where I'm at with that.
You two are very in sync. You're a social service worker. You're basically the same thing, but for free.
For free, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I love it. Dawn, what's your platform?
My platform is like a two-parter. So the one is my platform, Bald is Beautiful. So that's speaking in regards to hair loss and how that affects anyone who's dealing with hair loss, female, males, children to adults. I've had alopecia for over 35 years, so I've experienced it as a child, a teenager, going into early 20s, married now, things like that. So I speak definitely in regards to hair loss, and I'm connected to the Canadian Alopecia Foundation. And that's a foundation here in Canada that supports anyone who has hair loss. And I also promote it on my Instagram, showing, again, pictures with me wearing different wigs, collaborating with different wig stores, as well as pictures of me not wearing anything, which is, I've heard, very empowering and empowering for myself.
She meant not wearing a wig. She's wearing clothes. Dawn, you said not wearing anything.
Well, anything on my head.
There you go. Okay. Just to clarify.
Just to clarify, though.
Okay.
It's not an OnlyFans.
Oh, Regine, thanks
Your
for pointing
daughter's like,
that.
Mom.
Oh my God, can you imagine? I mean, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
If it works, it works.
And the second part of my platform is not OnlyFans.
Follow me at
Follow me at Canadian National Mrs.
Elizabeth's like, oh my God.
Only Dawn will get down this way.
Ooh, only Dawn instead of only. Okay, never mind. So go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, Jhanelle, you're not helping. And the second part of my platform is I am a mother of triplets, so I speak about any families who are having multiples and how that works in regards to having 3 of the same age consistently. Wow. So my 3 just graduated grade 8, so now I have 3 going into high school. I'm not sure if that's a congratulations or a...
To them. Congratulations to them. For
okay, yeah. I was
Good
like,
luck
congratulations that we got that far and we're still going. Yes. But yeah, so anyone who has multiples, twins, triplets, quads, anything like that, you can always reach out to me too in regards to how our crazy busy household runs.
Love it.
Wow.
I've never heard of multiples before. Is that like a thing? Like I have multiples?
Yeah.
I have multiples, yeah.
When you have more
I
than
like
one.
that. Okay.
And then singleton is just one.
I haven't heard that either.
I haven't either.
Singleton? Yeah, singleton.
So I'm a singleton if
Yeah,
I'm...
we're all singletons except for her children.
Oh,
Yeah, because I'm always like, are you sure there's a single in there? Not like more than one when somebody's expecting?
I'm going to
2
add that to my
heartbeats, 3.
Instagram bio.
I've never heard
There you
either of
go.
those.
Singleton.
Singleton. Yeah, singleton.
You know who is also has a great platform, Scott?
Our advertisers?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. We're right around the halfway point.
Yeah.
Actually, we're past the halfway point.
We are.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's fantastic, informative, entertaining episode of The Sit Down with Scott, Dion, Brown, and Regine Alaina is brought to you by the following fantastic advertisers.
Yes.
They make this show possible. So let's meet them, shall we? The Toronto real estate market is growing and changing every day. In these challenging times, you need someone in your corner. Jeanette McKenzie, Realtor at Forest Hill Signature, is committed to looking out for you. She'll go the extra mile to ensure you have all the information you need to make a decision you can feel confident about. Purchasing a home is one of the biggest financial investments you'll make in life. Don't leave it to chance. Call Jeanette McKenzie at Forest Hill Signature. She's my realtor. That's right. She helped me find my place and also my new venture. She helped me find that too. She's my realtor and she could be yours. Call today at 416-523-0408 or email at JMckenziehomes@gmail.com. Jewelry forever. Conveniently located at CF Markville Shopping Center on 5000 Highway 7 East Markham. They do custom-made jewelry, repairs, custom laser engraving. And they change watch batteries, all done on site.
Yep.
Jerry at Jewelry Forever, what a fantastic artist. If you have a vision for something custom you'd like made, he can make it for you. Do you have something damaged? I saw him fix a ring that got crushed flat by a car.
Yep.
He brought it back to finger shape again.
Wow.
And do you need maybe your wedding ring to be cleaned?
Yep, I do.
That thing can get kind of dirty over the years. Guess what?
Don't
Make it
tell people.
shine as bright as the night of your nuptials.
Yep.
And we have a great deal worked out with them, don't we, Regine?
Yes, we do. If you go in and tell them Scott and Regine sent you, you'll get 15% off your entire purchase.
That's right, 15% off, 15%. Mention the show. Tell them Scott and Regine sent you and get a great deal. Also, follow them on Instagram, on TikTok for some fantastic behind-the-scenes videos of stuff that he's making or fixing and just
People
kind of...
that he's keeping out of his store.
That too, yeah. He's had a deal with
Those
a lot of the
robbers.
robberies, and he's fought them off. It's
He
pretty
has.
epic, actually. So not only is he a great jewelry, but he's also a badass.
Yep.
Find out more at jewelryforever.ca. Beautified by Romina.
Internationally trained hair and makeup artist. She is the official hair and makeup artist of the Sit Down. And she did Dawn's hair and makeup for the pageant as well.
There you go.
She does not just our hair and makeup for when we MC different events or attend events, but she also does pageants, as mentioned. She does weddings, nuptials, as Scott mentioned.
Nuptials.
Engagements, headshots,
Short films. She was the makeup artist on my last film, yes.
She does it all.
Does it all.
You can reach out to her on Instagram and Facebook and greet her a happy birthday at Beautified by Romina.
Happy birthday, Romina.
Happy birthday.
And if you'd like to advertise on the show, it's very easy, right, Regine?
It's simple. All you have to do is email us at radioshowad, that's radioshowad, @gmail.com.
That's right. We do the show live every week, people.
Yes, we do.
And we also do the ads live week to week. What does that mean? It means you can personalize them week to week. Do you have an event, a sale, something happening at a particular time, particular place? You let us know. We let your potential client base know in real time. It's a great way to build a brand new relationship with a brand new audience. So get in touch. Radio Show Ad, Radio Show AD @gmail.com.
And we're we're back.
We're back, everybody. Welcome. Episode 320.
Got a little spicy. Elizabeth says, y'all are nuts. She just texted me. Y'all are nuts.
Oh my God.
I am about to drive down to this interview to intervene.
Oh dear.
Yep.
Oh, girl, you're
mean-
just as spicy. Calm down.
You asked for a Mrs. Queen.
That's right. This is what you chose, Liz.
Liz saw you both at the hometown party. She can't say nothing. Just
I know
saying.
that.
Just saying.
Yeah.
I'm exactly.
Just saying. She knew what she was getting herself into.
yeah.
We love you, Liz. We love you.
All right, we should move to we have one final segment.
Oh.
We should probably move to it, I think.
Yeah, why not? Because before Liz dethrones all of us.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
That's right. We're running out of time.
I will run away with my car. I will go into witness protection.
She will not, don't worry.
Should we get them both to do it?
Yeah, we have
I
time.
think we should, yeah. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing this week's edition, this Canada Day edition
The CNM edition.
of the Barrel of Monkeys World Championship.
Dun, dun, dun.
What am I getting myself into?
So, are
You
either
like
of
to
you
be thrown
familiar?
into things.
Are either of you familiar with this item right here?
A barrel.
It is a
And
barrel.
it's red.
It is red. Oh yeah.
CNM
Yeah.
colors.
Fitting. Yes.
Yes.
True. Planned it for sure. So this is the classic game Barrel of Monkeys. I believe it came out in 1965. And it's a little challenge we have. All of our guests who come on the show, they participate in this challenge. And we have a little scoreboard where people can check their scores.
The pressure.
And it's a lot of pressure.
No
yeah.
pressure.
I mean, you guys just went under a big competition and, getting on stage and everything. Nothing compares to what you're about to do right now. Regine, you're going to do a demo?
Sure.
Okay, so it starts like this. The barrel starts on the table. Well, we have a little play area that we'll put it on. It'll sit there. And I will put 1 minute on the timer. We'll say 3, 2, 1, go. You grab the barrel, you pour out the monkeys. You can put the barrel aside. Now, you pick up a single monkey. You use that monkey.
Singleton monkey.
A singleton monkey. Use that monkey to pick up another monkey. So just hook up a monkey. There you go. Use that monkey, then hook up another monkey.
Oh,
And
what
so,
happens
okay, she
now?
got lucky
Now
there.
you have a multiple.
That's what
You got multiples, yeah.
Do multiples count?
Yep. So what you're trying to
they
do, so it's harder to hold on to them. Oh, that could happen.
Sometimes they
So
fall.
what you're trying to do is you're trying to make a chain of monkeys as long as you can. You
So
can only,
essentially it's going to look like.
yeah. So you basically just have to keep your hand on only one monkey, the one in your hand the whole time, and you try to get as many hooked onto there as you can. And
After a minute.
after a minute, we'll say freeze. We'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The one in your hand does not count towards your total, so that would be 5 monkeys right there.
Any questions?
Does the winner get Taco Bell?
Not on us, but you can get some. You're more than welcome
Welcome
to
to
get
get Taco
some.
Bell.
If we can work out a sponsorship.
I was
going to
say, you totally need a Taco Bell sponsorship now.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Actually, as we're talking and going live, the ads on YouTube popped up, and I got a Uber Eats ad for McDonald's.
Oh.
There you go.
They are listening to us.
They really
Here,
are.
they-
They are here.
They
Everything.
know. They
Taco
know.
Bell, we need you.
So who would like to go first?
I am nominating Jhanelle.
Okay.
Okay, so let me.
You can move the headphones.
Yeah, you can move the
Okay.
headphones, move the mic out of the way so it's not in your way. So we'll put this tray sort of here.
I have learned that Jhanelle can get very competitive.
Oh, we learned.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, you can move the microphone so
Oh yeah,
it's
you
out
can
of
shove the
way.
microphone.
can move
to
it out of the
side.
way?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, just so that you get good access to it. Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta
Okay.
Come closer. Okay, ready?
So is me taking the monkeys out part of the timing?
Yeah.
Yes, so that's why when we say go, you grab. That's when you can grab the barrel.
Okay.
All right, so let me get 1 minute on the timer here.
Do, do, do.
Okay. How are you feeling? Are you nervous? Are you? What's going through your mind right now?
I'm nervous and I don't even know why.
You're fine.
I'm like,
Well, you're
what is
you're
this?
nervous because there's a lot of pressure. This is a.
Yeah,
She's
like
a
it.
competitive person.
This is-
That's why.
Yes. Yes.
This
Yeah.
what happens right now will have many ramifications
Many,
on
many,
the
many,
rest
many.
of everything. Yeah. Okay.
Ugh.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Bum, bum, bum. Oh, she can't hear the music.
That's okay.
This works to her
Might help.
benefit.
Okay. Yeah, she's got the right idea. She's looking for it. Here you go. Yeah.
She's
Going
got
for the
this.
elevated ones.
Okay.
Yes, that's the proper strategy. Okay. Finding a way in there.
You got
Find
this.
the opening. Just stay calm. You got lots of time. 39 seconds. There you go. Look at that.
that was
There's
smooth.
something. There's something.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Oh, we lost
dropped.
one. That's okay. We got it back. 28 seconds now. Yep, she's going over there because there's another elevated one there. Can she find a way in?
Of course she can.
There it is. Look at that.
Oh, see?
Ooh.
You got
She
this.
is good under pressure.
Ooh.
Bro,
See?
look
Let
at
it
that.
go.
I've been a surgeon.
10 seconds remaining.
You
Like
got
fishing.
this.
Are you a fisherman?
Getting it back. There it is.
Oh.
Napped on
that.
the boat while one
Watch out. Don't drop any.
Ooh, now they're hard.
Time. Okay, that was
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 monkeys.
4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Yep.
That's quite a respectable score.
Okay.
So,
How are you
Did
feeling?
you say you'd played this before, or maybe, or maybe as a child, or not?
I don't remember. I thought I would remember once doing it, but I really don't think I did this as a kid.
Wow. Well, I think that was quite good. I
That
think.
was
That
good.
quite-
She's gonna
quite a
come
good
back and be
score.
like, I've been practicing every
Every
day.
day.
Yeah. That's what you'll be
I
doing on
want
the
a
cruise.
rematch. Yeah, I want a rematch.
Are you okay
Alright.
to leave it there? Or do you want me to move it over, or is
No,
it okay?
I think
You're good there.
Okay. I don't need this. Do I need this?
No,
No, you don't
can
need
move
it.
the mic out of the way.
Okay.
Okay, Dawn, how are you feeling? Nervous? Yeah, give it a little.
Yeah,
shake
you can
if
shake
like.
it if you want.
How
You
you
know
feeling?
what? I've already said some interesting things today. We're good.
All right.
All right, here we go then. 3, 2, 1, go.
I have lots of time.
All right.
Ooh, that's a good
Oh,
start.
multiples.
All right. Oh.
Oh.
But they jumped off.
That's usually what happens.
These things happen.
Don't drop your multiples.
Good advice.
Just say you've done that.
No, I said don't.
Is that code for like I dropped my kids?
Don't
Just
drop
read
the
into
ball.
things too much.
We're distracting her.
Ooh, okay, there you go. There you go.
Oh, these
Ooh.
things are slippery.
They really are.
Hold on. Sometimes
You're
the
good,
monkeys
Dawn.
cooperate. Sometimes
Slow
they
and
don't.
steady.
But you got the right idea there. Yep. Strategy. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
on.
Turn that into one. There you
yeah.
go. 28 seconds remaining.
What? Where'd that time go? Yeah,
The time flies.
When
Almost
you're
got
having
one.
fun.
Oh, we lost one, but it's okay.
We're gonna get,
You got it back. I can see it. You're gonna do it. It's right there. It's right there.
Is that
There
right
it
there?
is.
Yeah.
Ooh, slow and steady.
10 seconds.
What?
You got time.
Can we find a way
You
in
can
there?
fight it. Yep.
I feel like that would have worked.
What I was doing?
Yeah.
Can we get one more?
Oh, so
Oh,
close.
and we lost.
Wow.
Oh,
hey,
no.
3!
Three monkeys.
It's your
It's a
triplet!
number.
And I called them
Multiples,
3
there
little
it is.
monkeys.
There you
Aw, 3 little
go.
monkeys.
That's
And-
cool.
There you go.
That was cute.
That was meant to be.
The 3 little monkeys.
meant to be. Meant to be.
was
That's hard. That's stressful.
actually, yeah.
I'm more stressed now after the fact.
It's yeah,
What was
it's-
more stressful, the pageant or the
The
game?
game. Oh my gosh. Like.
It's true. It's true. Should we take a quick look at the
Yes.
monkey standings?
We shall.
Oh, I'm at the bottom.
No, you're
Actually,
not.
you're not.
Everybody?
Actually, you're not. Yeah, this is it's a running one that's kind
We'll
of
see,
everybody's
we'll
ever
see.
played. Okay, so here's what the audience can see. Although that's too small for us to see.
Leah
my
but
thinks
goodness.
she is
I'll-
at the bottom.
I'll bring it
people
up
are
here. There have been a lot over there.
Did I beat Leah? That's all. Did I beat my daughter?
Let's see. 3 monkeys sits you with Kate Briones, the Howlin' Gales. That's a band. Stephen Cullen, Chloe Sabaten, Gil Tiongson, Ginny Wong, Kayla from PIDC 2023, and Athena Park. So you're
lots
you're,
have 3.
You're
Okay.
in good company,
We're
but lots of
good,
people
yeah.
have 3.
Leah?
Where is she? She's going to be on there.
She's higher than her
find her
mom.
18.
I love that I'm on the sit down and Leah still comes up in my conversations.
Sorry.
Leah.
She says she was pretty low earlier.
Well, let's get Dawn's name in there. I'll put her on her own line
There you go.
like that. So there you are. And 6 monkeys for Jhanelle. That puts you kind of right in the middle of the pack here. Very respectable
Yeah,
score.
okay.
You're tied. Oh, you're tied with Allison.
Yeah.
Oh, there you
All
go.
right, there we go.
Marky Hugh of Marky Hugh Productions, Dana Beto, fantastic singer, Con Calma podcast, Jacqueline Sadler, Jarius Monzon, Catherine Tiongson, Amber Rinker, Cindy with an S, Deja from Team Canada Galaxy 2023, Lisa Grace, Timothy Ing, great actor, Nina Kiri, great actor, Garson Carroll, musician. Look at that,
There
all
you
those
go.
people,
There we
all
go.
tied with
We
that.
should put her on a.
On Allison's line, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Who got all the what? Am I reading right? 18?
No, the very 12
12.
is Antoinette Targa with all the monkeys, all
Oh, I was
12.
gonna say all of them. Oh.
Yeah.
That's
But she
true.
did it with 50
Yeah,
57 second mark.
Yeah, because basically, so Michael Mazurkiewicz got all of the monkeys for the first time, and it was a pretty great moment. But he had like less than a second left. So now, if you get to 12 monkeys, we then count how many seconds remain, and that's how you get a higher score. So Antoinette has it with 3 seconds remaining. So that's our
Wow.
top score right now.
But Elizabeth is at 11.
Oh yeah, Elizabeth
Ooh,
had yeah,
Elizabeth.
because she's right up there. Yeah.
You go, girl.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to put you on the same line as Allison because it makes sense to be.
Yeah, with your sister queen.
Dawn, you got to catch up.
Yeah. Well,
You're almost there. You
okay.
got triplets. You got
Just
what you.
Oh wait a minute! I just wanted to change the. Every single time I restart this computer, it resets the language of the keyboard.
Keyboard.
Kind of felt like I was playing Operation for a little bit.
Operation, I find, is more intimidating.
It is, yeah. It's stressful.
Like, oh,
bounce.
no.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
bounces everything.
I've never played that actually.
What?
No.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I'll have to try that sometime.
It's stressful.
Okay, is this how we do it? On if it's all in one line. Oh wait, no. So I don't have to have the number next. Okay, I always put the number at the end of the line, right? Okay.
Yeah. It's only been 320 episodes, Scott.
You know.
Oh my God.
All right, there we
you
go.
go.
All the names are there. The monkey standings are updated.
And that concludes.
This week's edition of the Barrel of Monkeys World Championship. This is like some monkey sounds playing in there, so I like to let those play.
They don't have their headphones on.
Yes. Jhanelle, Dawn, congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What's something that you are looking forward to for your reign?
I'm looking forward to. I often see myself, especially now that Liz has posted the events for next year, and seeing how the previous queens had their moment with us. And what that's going to look like for the three of us next year. And I'm going to try not to even cry now thinking about it because it's a year later. I'm so emotional. I'm sorry, guys. But I'm excited to just look back and just because I'm trying to change the way that I think about wanting to like plan to make sure that everything's perfect now, whereas just going into the future and going, okay, what do you want to feel? How do you want to feel? And will you feel like you've made an impact or reached enough people and just had like time with us? I think we all kind of live far, so I feel like maybe the cruise might be the one of the few times we get to spend together, and what it will be like to pass that off to the next girls coming along and share our wisdom. I think the three of us have a lot of unique perspectives, and we'll be able to have a big impact on next year's entire event, not just the hometown, but the whole event. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
How about you, Dawn?
I'm looking forward to just all of the opportunities that are going to come, I think, over the next year. Starting with today, this was officially my first appearance as Canadian National Misses. And, you know, things are just coming up throughout the year. Definitely the cruise. I've never been on a cruise, never been anywhere like that. So that's going to be amazing to spend it with my sister queens and Elizabeth. And then, yeah, like being able to be part of Canadian National Miss pageant next year, but not competing.
Yes.
Yep.
So being able to just really be in the moment of the pageant as like a queen and how that looks over that weekend as well. So it'll be very empowering, I think, being able to, you know, not focus so much on the competition, but really everyone else that's there and to support them and to tell them like my journey and kind of meet them where they're at.
That's exciting.
Fantastic. Before we wrap up, why don't you let people know about social media? You can let them know about your Canadian National Miss social media. And then if you have a personal one you'd like to plug as well. But where can people follow your pageant journeys?
Oh, okay. I have a few. My apologies. So my personal Jhanelle Jackson on Instagram. That's JHANELLE. The H is silent. I also have my Ms. Instagram, Canadian National Ms. And then this is a newer Instagram, but I will start uploading my videos on there as well. But Davia Rose, my platform is just Davia Rose on Instagram. And then my YouTube, Jhanelle Jackson as well. It's all my name, but it'll be there and on TikTok as well.
Perfect.
Look at you with your media, social media.
The account is there. No one said I was running it. I just said the account
You
is
can
there.
follow it.
You can follow it. Whether they'll still be there stuff for you, I don't know.
My personal Instagram is Bald is Beautiful Dawn. And then there's also the Canadian National Misses. And I would definitely tell everyone to follow Canadian National Miss Pageant as well on Instagram.
There's a lot going on there for sure.
Yeah.
They're first before I think we catch up afterwards. After they post on the main account. Yeah.
Fantastic. All right, so links for all of those will be in the description. Right now, if you're watching live, the Canadian National Ms. and Mrs. ones are there, but I'm going to add all the others right up as soon as we get off the air. So they're all there if you're watching this afterwards. Give them all a follow, subscribe, all that.
And just a reminder that the early bird pricing is still available for next year's Canadian National Miss pageant. So once again, there's the teen, there's the Miss, there's the Ms. and the Mrs. If you register before July 5th, you get $100 off as your early for your entry fee.
There you go.
And it will be again in the summer of 2026 at the Sandman Mississauga Airport Hotel, as well as the Maha Prentice Theatre.
Fantastic. Regine, where can people find you?
You all can find me on my Instagram and my TikTok, which is right here, which I haven't actually posted anything lately, but
It's okay.
I'm busy. You can find me at It's Regine Alaina. If you're looking for pageant coaching, because pageant season is in full force, you can find me on my Instagram. I think that's where I'm most active, actually. And I still don't post anything there. At pageantcoaching.reginealaina.
Boom.
Scott, where can people find you?
You can find me right here where you're watching this very video. YouTube.com/Scott Dion Brown. That's the best place. It's where you get the sit down.
Yeah.
It's where you get the vlogs, the gaming, the music. You can check out my latest cover of I Feel Alive from a Minecraft movie, as well as many others. Check it out there. There's more coming down the pipeline, too. A bunch of stuff I've been working on. So check it out. YouTube.com/Scott Dion Brown. Hit like on this video. Hit subscribe, all that business. Also, you can find me on Instagram at Scott Dion Brown or X at Scott Dion Brown. I don't post on X that often, but it's usually just kind of a satellite for the YouTube channel. But it's there if you're there. Bam. Follow the show, The Sit Down with SDB on TikTok, The Sit Down with SDB on Insta, Sit Down Scott on X, The Sit Down with Scott Dion Brown and Regine Alaina on Facebook, on Spotify. Hey, thank you for the sub, Brian Knuff. Thank you. Welcome.
Thanks, Brian Knuff.
Appreciate it. Follow us on Spotify and Apple Music.
He heard you.
Podcast.
You said
That's
subscribe, and he's like, okay.
Ask and you shall receive.
He doesn't listen to me like that. But okay.
I love it. But Dawn, Jhanelle, thank you so much for spending your Sunday with us. I'm very excited to see how your reign comes together. It was an honor and a privilege to be able to announce the both of you as the winners. It was very hard to not react in the way that I normally would if I wasn't reading it. But congratulations to you both. Congratulations,
Thank you.
Allison, who is probably tuned in after the fact. Can't wait to see how your reign comes along, and jealous of the cruise. Wish I could be there, but Elizabeth, I'll send you my passport information.
There you go.
Oh my God. Just here's my passport.
Here's
That's
my
all I'm
passport.
sending you.
Here you go.
Figure it out.
But no, seriously, congratulations to you both.
Thank you so
Looking
much.
forward
Thank you.
to it. Can't wait to see their photos, Scott.
Coming soon, and they're going to look great.
Just saying.
Computer near you?
Computer, yes, near me, and then I guess
near me.
eventually. Yes. So the way we like to end the show, I guess you're closest to the camera. So you know how I started the show with the mug coming out of the camera? So what we'll do is we'll say bye, and then we'll send it to you, and you can grab your mug, and then you two of you kind of say goodbye however you like, and then you can kind of send the mug at that camera.
Oh, is she doing it? Okay.
Yeah.
I guess she's
You're the
closest.
Okay.
I just realized I won't be here for the next month.
Regine, I'll see you
I'll
when
see
you
you
get back.
in a month.
Yeah.
I'll see you all in a month.
That's right.
But he'll see you next week.
I'll see you all next week. We've
Yes.
got actually I've got guests lined up for the whole month that actually.
Oh,
work out. So we'll see
there
you
you
all next
go.
week. Thank you guys for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe, all that business. And Dawn and Jhanelle, take it away.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Whee!